So if you've just taken out a bank loan or you've just maxed out your credit card and got yourself the iPhone 14 Pro Max or maybe an S22 Ultra, either way, what I recommend you do is protect it. And while you could go with the official options, which are very good, if you are looking around for an alternative style, then I can highly recommend these cases. I use these for pretty much all phones that I can get them for. They're called Pitaka cases. They are made from an aerospace grade aramid fiber, which makes them incredibly thin and very, very strong. In fact, on some military gloves, they actually put these on the knuckles so that military people can punch through windows and stuff. But check this out. One of the great design features is the fact that they put the magnets in the case. I don't know how they do it because it's such a thin case. Being able to do that at the same time as keeping it thin really is impressive. And Pitaka are kind of the OGs in the aramid fiber case space. And previously you could only really get this kind of finish here in the black and the sort of grey, but recently they've actually stepped it up and now they've actually perfected methods of weaving in colours into the cases. So this is my 13 Pro Max case, and as you can see it's got the blue and black colours. And at this point in time I don't have the new version of the case for the 14 Pro Max, but they've made some changes and you can see it here. So they've raised the protection around the camera modules because the camera cutout is slightly larger now, and also the cameras kind of protrude a bit further as well. So they've stepped up the protection of the camera lenses, and they really need to as well, because if you scratch one of those bits of glass over the cameras, then that phone is pretty much done when it comes to using that camera in the future. And some of the other cool upgrades they've made to the newer version of the case is now we've got air pockets built in around the edge of the frame, so if it does take a shock on a hard surface, it'll absorb that shock a lot better than before. And they've also improved the interior as well. So as you can see here, it's just a hard surface like what we have on the outside of the case. The downside to this is if sand or grit got in between the phone and the case, it could potentially scratch the back of the device. So now with this new soft interior, that should reduce the chance of that happening. So there's really three things that I like about the Pitaka case in comparison to the official cases, which I also like. So one is of course how they look. I love the style of these cases. Two is the overall thinness, how slim these cases are. There's very few official Apple cases that are even close to as thin as this. And that also applies to the S22 cases as well. And here's the third one. It is the accessories you can get from Pitaka. Stuff like this, the Pitaka MagEZ slider. I do believe this is the greatest desk stand ever made for a smartphone. I have not seen a better one. And this isn't just a regular desk stand. This is a rotating 3-in-1 wireless charging stand with magnetic power bank. It's designed for iPhone 12 and 13 series, but it's also designed for all Qi wireless charging devices, which include pretty much anything Pitaka make mag cases for. So check this out. This thing, not only does it look really cool and space age, it kind of looks like a Tesla style charger. There's a few great things here. So there's actually a USB-C output, so you can actually wire devices in for charging through this. Then at the base here, that is the input. So that's where you actually plug your power cable in, and that charges all of the charging mats on the device. But it also rotates, so that means you can actually fix this permanently to a desk and spin this in whatever angle you want it to be at. And there's even a sticky pad here, so if you peel that off, you could actually stick it down if you wanted to. Then on the front here is the battery pack, and this, if you connect the case to it, when you take your phone out for the day, the battery pack goes with it, and that's 4,000 milliamp hour battery. So that's almost doubling the battery life in the phone itself. But here's another awesome addition, and it's this at the back here. So this is just a little magnetic lip that kind of just attaches like that if you need it. You can actually rest your Apple Watch or AirPods or any earbuds that have Qi wireless charging on the back of the device like this, and they will charge. So if you don't want to go with the traditional cases, the Pitaka cases are a very good option, and this desk stand is also a very good addition to the case. So whether you're at home working at your desk or whether you're out and about, this solves a lot of problems for a lot of people, and that's why I like it. And if you guys are interested in buying this or any of the Pitaka cases, take a look at the description below. There'll be a discount code there for you guys, and use it while it lasts, because who knows when Pitaka might pull it. And hopefully they will send me the iPhone 14 case so I can show you guys all of the new improvements in real life. And if you guys have the iPhone or the S22 Ultra, there's two thumbnails on screen right now with tips and tricks that probably nobody's told you about before, so check those out. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, so don't be late.